Stone, just continuing to see him impress this year. What did he do today that allowed him to just really be really effective on the mound?
He filled up the strike zone. Glove side, mostly arm side. The lefties in there was working today. Yeah, I mean, he had command of all of his pitches. The changeup, strike to ball, was able to shorten when he needed to, induced a lot of weak contact. I think even in that one inning where base hit, infield hit, and then he gets the double play, first and second base, nobody out. That was a big spot. Field his position, make a good accurate throw, turn a double play, gets out of that inning, and beyond that there was no stress. So to see him again, get through the seventh inning is pretty commendable. And Michael was good today, and Huddy was really good. So credit to Austin and Gavin. They just worked really well together today.
With Teoscar, I know just obviously he was a big addition to this team this offseason, but seeing how he's really just come clutch in certain situations, how does he continue to just really lengthen the lineup?
He's done great. I think for me, he's exceeded all of my expectations. When we acquired him, obviously he's has a lot of fun playing the game. In that situation right there, they were trying to pitch around him and be careful, and got to 3-2 and just left that changeup just a little bit up, and he put a good swing on it. So give him a lot of credit. But he likes being in that spot. He's not afraid to drive and run.
Dave, Ippei Mizuhara is agreed to plead guilty to the bank fraud charge that just came out about an hour ago. Your thoughts on that? And then my second question is, you guys go through a stretch where you lose 7 of 9 at home. Now you've won 14 of 16. Is that just baseball, or are there a couple things that you can point out to?
Yeah, I really don't. I didn't even realize that, the translator situation. So I got no comment on that. I hope this is some more closure. We can just move forward. And the last series, it's stark as far as how we've played that series versus this series. So I'm just happy with the way we're playing baseball.
Hey, what about your starters on this homestand? I mean, 3 of them go at least 7 innings, only 10 earned runs allowed through 6 games.
Yeah, I mean, you win and you sustain winning with starting pitching. You give us a chance. They're giving us a chance to win. They're taking care of the bullpen, and then with that, today we didn't put up a bunch of runs, but we scored just enough, got a big hit when we needed. But yeah, the starters are really coming into their own, and I think it's one of those things where, I think hitting is contagious, and I also think starting pitching is contagious. Those guys are a close-knit group, and they're pushing each other, which is beneficial to all of us.
With Stone, he was a top prospect last year and kind of had his struggles last year. Is this the guy that you guys kind of envision seeing him to go to the minor leagues?
You know what? To be quite honest, I don't think anyone, saw this. He's learned. He's taken all the information. He's gaining experience. I'm sure Gavin believed, he could do this, but the stuff that he's doing, he's earning that right to kind of build himself up to that, top of the order rotation guy. And that's a guy that when you go out there, and I keep saying this, it seems like every night, where you have a guy that you can trust to go deep in the game, and that can take down good lineups, go 3 times through the lineup, and then put up 0. So Gavin, each time he's out there, I think he's just continuing to build confidence.
Dave, Freddie continues to say he's not quite there yet, but to see him start both of those 2-out rallies, how nice is that?
It's good to see. I think with Freddie, he's has high expectations of himself, and it's relative. He's not. He says he's scuffling and trying to figure it out, which I know he is, but he's still carrying 860, 870 OPS and hitting close to 300. So he's doing everything we need, and once he catches fire, it's going to be a lot of fun.
You guys saw Weathers a lot in San Diego. It seemed like he had some added velocity, but what was he kind of doing today?
He's good. I like Weathers. It's sort of a crossfire a little bit. The fastball plays up. It's 97, 98, with some rise. There's a sweeper in there, which he got Otani on at 1 at bat, and then changeup. So he works quick. He sort of gets you on your heels a little bit, But yeah, he's off to a good start. I like him.
You guys are 22-1 when leading after 7. You guys had a little bit of a shaky start with the bullpen early on, but what does that say about this bullpen that despite some of those key injuries, you guys have still been able to have a lot of success?
It's, you know, Josh Bard, they got a really good culture down there. They're prepared. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things going on that we can't control as far as injuries, but we do a good job of weathering it. And, you know, there's a handful of guys that are down there right now that didn't start the season with us. And, you know, we're counting on those guys to pitch big innings. They have already. And I trust them all down there. It's really good.
Dave, how do you feel about an off day when you guys are playing so well? I mean, it's a long haul, but the role is so nice right now. Do you feel like the guys need a day?
You know, I don't think we need it. It's certainly welcomed. I think the way that, you know, ball players operate is you look at the schedule and you go as hard as you can to that off day. You know the calendar, the schedule really well, and then you kind of go as hard as you can, whether it's 9 in a row like we had last time or 6 in a row, and then you just kind of decompress your mind, your body for that off day. So, you know, I think it still comes at a good time. We got a big series coming up, you know, this weekend, so it's going to be fun.
Is it difficult to get all your aspects of team play playing as well at one time as you are right now?
Yes, yeah, it is. I do think that the pitching, going after guys, throwing strikes, fielding your position, I think the defense shouldn't slump. I think the base running shouldn't slump. I think the at-bat quality shouldn't slump. And then now you're kind of looking at who's hot, who's not, getting a big hit when you need to. But I think for me, on the offensive side, we put up some big numbers, but just 1 through 9, I've just seen in the last couple of weeks competitive bats.